because I'm going to make some people mad today. Stop praying to God to remove everything that's blocking your blessing, just to say amen and then lay right up next to your biggest blessing blocker. Stop doing it. I already know some of y'all gonna unfollow me. Appreciate you coming by the page. But for the rest of y'all, stop praying to God to bless you, bless you, bless you, and then go and lay right up next to the person that's blocking your blessing. Sister just got mad at me because I told her that exact same thing. Some of y'all know whenever I do my live chats, when I do my free webinars and stuff like that, I will do a Q&A at the end of it, right? The last one I did was called How to Stop Being His Internship. By the way, if you didn't get access to that link is down in the comments. Anyway, a sister asked me, hey D, this is my question. And long story short, how does she get more support from her man? She's going through all of these different things, but how does she get more support from her man? Now, sometimes I deal with the relationship issue, but I don't even believe in relationship issues that much anymore. I believe a lot of people have individual issues that they bring into a relationship. That was her situation. Because something I said to her was, for everything that you're looking for support from in your man, he's the one causing your need for that support. It's like drinking Coca-Cola when you're thirsty. It's only making you more thirsty. For everything that she was looking to get support from her man, he was the cause of it. He was the reason why she was weak in that area. He was the reason why she was struggling in that area. Matter of fact, y'all put in somebody. I know I got to be talking to somebody. Put I down in the chat if you've ever started dealing with a guy, everything in your life started to get shaky. Friendship started to get shaky. Mental health started to get shaky. Your weight started to go up and down. Money, everything. Opportunities start to get shaky. You get moody all of a sudden. Put I down in the chat if you've ever started dealing with a guy. Some of y'all gonna keep it real, some of y'all ain't. Just put I down in the chat if I'm talking to you when I say sometimes you can get into it with a guy and you start taking on his battles, his demons. You start taking on his karma. And now your life, everything in your life that was pretty good before he came along, all of a sudden start to get shaky. I'm gonna tell you like this, if that's your situation, that man is holding you back. For every moment, for every minute, hour, day, week, month, year that goes by that you entertain somebody who ain't for you, you are trading off all the benefits that would be yours if you were to free yourself up for the man who is. So one of those ways that a man can hold you back, and I'm not saying this for an imperfect man, you know what I'm saying? He have his flaws, but ultimately he's a good guy. Don't look at your imperfect man and say, oh, if you got any kind of flaw, you holding me back. Use your discernment. But if you know that you've given a man opportunities, you've plugged him into opportunities he wouldn't normally have, you've referred him to people, you've sent him websites he ain't know nothing about to possibly get him on his feet or further him in a professional aspect, and he's done nothing with it, he's holding you back. That's one way that a man can hold you back, wasting opportunities that you are putting him in position to take advantage of. You sitting here introducing him to dudes that he never would be able to get next to. And then they come back to you looking at you crazy because of who you just referred to them. And you want me to do this for what? You want me to hire him? You want me to talk to him? You want me to give him a job? They looking at you, and if they say something like, I mean, for you, I'll do it for you. You know that you are wasting that opportunity on that man. And therefore, he's holding you back. Why do I say he's holding you back? Because if you were plugging in the right man, it would make you look good. This is what happens whenever you put the right man on. And I'm all for, as a woman, you teaming with your man, y'all building a legacy, y'all trying to do this power couple thing. You able to plug him into certain things he wouldn't have access to without you. He's supposed to run with that. Whoever it is that you connect him to is supposed to come back to you like, man, I'm so glad that you referred us to this dude. Woo, that's a blessing. Thank you. They supposed to want to do extra things for you. He's supposed to be able to run up a bag and therefore be able to invest back into you. That's how it's supposed to go. But when y'all begin with these dudes, y'all sitting there putting together resumes and all these different things for these guys who ain't got no ambition, no plan for their life, no track record of that ambition, no work ethic, no bitch. They wouldn't even do the same for you. You are holding yourself back by dealing with this guy. Because all of those opportunities you over here referring him to, you could be referring somebody else to. That's going to take y'all to the moon. And then y'all play off each other's strengths to continue building on each other. Another way that a man can hold you back, if you let him, by the way, is by wasting your energy. All of those pointless conversations, arguments that you ain't supposed to be having, explanations you ain't supposed to be giving, little things you sitting there teaching he's supposed to come in a relationship already knowing is a waste of energy. And that waste of energy is holding you back. What else could you do with that same energy that's causing you to burn out by 3 or 4 p.m. What else could you do to live a more fulfilled life, to learn more about yourself, to go and pursue some creative passions of your own, to go and travel the world, whatever? A lot of y'all, your life is stagnant or stale or whatever because you ain't even got the energy. I'm all for taking naps. I'm all for making sure your diet is straight, do what you got. It's so many of y'all got goals that's just sitting on ice because you ain't got the energy to go after them. You think it's your job. It ain't your job. It is your man. It is your relationship with that man. It is the access that you're allowing that man to have to you that is draining your energy that could otherwise be spent on your progress. Every time you deal with him, he take it from you. All he do is take from you. Whereas the right man for you is supposed to recharge you too. Y'all supposed to be a charge for each other. You hear dudes say, be my peace. Well, okay, be his peace, but then what is he for you? Breaking you into pieces? When you spend energy on the wrong one, every bit of it could otherwise be used for the man that as you spend energy on him, he's reciprocating it back to you. It's like as you spend, you getting filled up even more. More energy for life, more energy for trying new things, more energy for discovering new things, reaching new goals. And so the more energy you waste on that man, the more time you waste, the more whatever you waste, and the more you're allowing that man to hold you back. So many of y'all have a great calling on your life. You got gifts, you got talents, you got potential, and you'll never realize it because you will never let that man go who's wasting your energy. I'm not saying none of this is going to be something you want to hear. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I ain't here for you to like me. I'm here for you to be better. I love you that much. Another way that a man will hold you back, put the kids away. Here's grown folks conversation. It's with your body. A man will use access to your body, and yes, I'm talking sexual, to hold you back. Now, how does that hold you back? Body's just superficial. No, it ain't. Get in a relationship with bad sex and you'll see it ain't nothing superficial about it. You're supposed to have great satisfaction in a relationship. You know, marriage, whatever you want, whatever your comfort zone is. But a lot of y'all are dealing with dudes who are selfish, who can't meet your emotional needs first, and therefore you don't even know what your body is capable of. I don't know how many women have said, I can't have an orgasm. I can't even climax. I can't do it. No, you just dealing with somebody who ain't put in the homework to find out what your body needs in order to get to that point. And therefore, you're wasting all of those times that you're engaging with this man. And then on the flip side, because some of y'all are saying, well, my man, he puts it down this, so I ain't got no problem. But what does it come with? What price are you paying? Yeah, he's slinging it. He hitting the cervix. He doing all the stuff that a man, you want a man to do. But then afterwards, then what? You know that's the only thing keeping that relationship together is you being dematized. Dickmatized. I'm trying to watch my language. That's the only thing keeping it together is that he can slang that thing. And therefore, you're wasting everything else that you could be enjoying with a man that has the full package. And yes, that does exist. Full satisfaction in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom, before the bedroom. If the bedroom didn't even exist, you would still be a satisfied woman outside of the physical aspect because we are human. But a man will hold you back from you even knowing what your body is capable of. What real satisfaction and climax really feels like. He'll hold you back. Because all of that you're giving him in the hands of a right man, have you going on new levels you ain't even know existed. Another way that a man will hold you back, you got to be careful. We ain't gonna stay on this too long. It's by loving the wrong man. A properly loved woman becomes 10 times the woman that she was before, right? But it's y'all who are designed to be the maximizers. So just by loving that man, you sitting there speaking every love language and then some to somebody who's illiterate. And therefore you loving into something that can't love you back because he can't even appreciate it or recognize it or receive it. Therefore he can't love you back. Therefore you're wasting your opportunity to be loved back as a byproduct of the beautiful love that you're giving to somebody else. I always hear them say, I'm a lover girl, I'm a lover girl. No, you're irresponsible with your heart because you a lover girl to the wrong man or to a little boy. Holding you back. Because there's a man who has you as a woman, everything that you possess on his vision board. Man, if I had a woman like that. Man, if I had a woman that just saw me kind of stressed and sometimes she wanted to just rub my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Just speak some positive affirmations to me when I needed it most. It's men out here who wish they had a woman like you. All those things that you doing for that wrong man. And then you got to sit back and think, man, why he ain't never doing this for me? Why? I can't get that. Why I got to settle for crumbs? You sitting there planning all in advance for everything that you do for him. He think of everything he do for you last minute. You wasting that love. Therefore, you're being held back from somebody who would reciprocate that love. And the last way a man will hold you back, and this is probably the most important, wasting your time. Time you can't get back. And I'm not just talking like, oh, in the moment he's wasting your time. You see, I'm talking about time off your life in the form of stress. Yes, stress kills. You dealing with this man because you got to have some romantic connection. You got to have somebody to say you got somebody. And you dealing with this man who's literally shortening your time on this earth. All of that paranoia, all of them trust issues he's making worse. All of them insecurities that he's compounding and making worse. All of that is taking you away from those that love you most and that you love most. I know that sounds deep. Look it up for yourself. Stress kills. And you with a stress incubator. I'm not saying you're never going to have stressful times in your relationship. I'm not saying that man ever poses any type of discomfort with you, you need to get rid of him. No, but I'm talking about if you look at 90% of your stress and it has something to do with your relationship to a man, you are allowing him to waste years off your life. Not only years off your life in the back end, but years off your ability to be present in the time that you have right now. You wake up every day thinking about an argument that y'all had yesterday, or thinking about how dissatisfied you are, or how he cut you down, and you trying to remember your worth and all these different things. He is wasting years off your life right now and in the future. I didn't say y'all was gonna like me after this one, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cause I hate to see y'all get held back. Like I know everybody out here ain't good and ready, but there are great men out here that as you pour into them, you're nurturing something, you're feeding something that's ready to grow and then bring back fruit to you. So it's mutually beneficial. Even on days where it's not 50-50 right down the middle. You know, you might have 80 and he got 20 and he needs you to cover him the rest. Then those other days he's able to cover you. Like, you see, that's a mutually, like, we play off each other. We going through and we growing through life together, but we working together. But a lot of y'all are just thinking, well, nobody's perfect. It's some guys who ain't worth it. Can I keep it real with y'all? There are great men out here. I'm not bashing men. I'm advocating for the good men. But in order to advocate for them, I got to encourage y'all to discern from those who just don't deserve your energy or time or those opportunities that you wasted or your love or your body. There's a difference between fighting for something and forcing it. When you fighting for something, both of y'all are giving reasons that it's worth fighting for. Both of y'all are fighting for it. Both of y'all are putting effort into it. Both of y'all are growing and making progress, steady progress over the years. Not dealing with the exact same issues over and over again, stagnant, running over the exact same conversations. And only thing that's changing is your tolerance. That's the only thing that's growing is your tolerance, just so you can stay in it longer. Friends and family looking at you crazy, wondering what's going on. You looking at your old self before you got in a relationship, almost unrecognizable, constantly thinking, I got to get back to her. You can't get back to her because her wasn't plagued with him that's wasting your time. And then when you force it anyway, despite what your intuition is saying, despite what those who love you are saying, despite what the reality of how everything is affecting you is saying, you end up building that man up for another woman. Either you invest in him and he does nothing with it, or worse, even worse, you build him up so he can move on to somebody else. Because guess what? When a man has a woman that's building into him and investing and pouring into him, 9 times out of 10, there's an impact. But if he don't want her, he's just going to take all of that positive impact, bring it over to another woman. Whole time you thinking you in a relationship, you just in an internship. You just in an internship. And I'm not going to go too far in depth on that because, man, did I go in on my masterclass, my free masterclass, by the way, how to stop being his internship so you could finally receive your blessing. If you missed that, click the link pinned down here. I already see it. Click the link right here down in my comments. Also in the caption when you back out. Again, that's absolutely free. but it's coming down soon. I don't keep the free master classes up very long. So if you haven't gotten access to that now, go ahead and click down in the comments. Get access to that master class so you can stop being men's internship. Because there's two types of women in this world. The type of woman that prepares a man for the next woman, and the type of woman that a man better come prepared for. So to make sure you're the latter, you cannot be entertaining guys that don't deserve you. Yeah, they're giving you something good, but good ain't good enough. Is it right? Ain't gotta be perfect. But even the Bible says you tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. That fruit been rotten. You've been getting sick. It's poisonous at this point. It's time for you to stop eating from that doggone tree. Cut it down. But those are just my thoughts. I'm your internet brother trying to look out for you. And look, if you got anything of value from this message, I don't want your money. All I want you to do is pay it forward to somebody else on your timeline by hitting that share button. If you got something of value, just hit the share button so somebody else on your timeline can also be blessed. They'll thank you for it later. And if you want to make sure that you're never going to be a man's internship, from a man's point of view, click that link down in the comments. I went in. This ain't nothing on what I did in that masterclass. Click the link right here. Also in the caption, whenever you back out, get access to the free masterclass, how to stop being his internship. All right. I'll let y'all lady, y'all be good. Peace.